Cliff Ochieng. I'm the executive director of TEAM. TEAM started off in 2008 and was registered as an NGO in 2012. And we've metamorphosized from a CBO to an NGO. Our vision is a just and democratic society that is founded on constitutionalism and believes in human rights and human dignity.
I'm Deborah Otambo. I work for Kisumu Medical and Education Trust, KMET, which promotes development in underserved communities using innovative health and education programs, advocacy, reproductive health, youth empowerment, community capacity enhancement, and also quality for improved service delivery.
My name is Michael Omondi. I work with Step Up Together organization as the team leader. Step Up Together organization is a youth-led organization that was founded in 2019 and formally registered in 2020, the 27th of January. At Step Up, we work in arrays of thematic areas, one of them being good governance and public policy. We also have a thematic area on youth and women economic empowerment, sexual reproductive health, and then the last one is climate justice and the just transition.
My name is Wilson Nindo. I work in the county government of Kisumu as a director of public affairs. This is the department that coordinates service delivery from all other departments. It is the same department that handles matters public engagement.
The Kisumu CSOs Community of Practice is an umbrella body that is formed as a result of a peer learning need for synergy for peer learning. And we formed through the auspices of KCDF.
When it comes to how we select partners, we look at also how the partners are able to engage at the local level. Do they have trust in the community? Are they accountable to the engagements and the communities that they work with? Do they have good partnerships with organizations in the area? So for us in Kisumu, working with TEAM, they were an obvious choice in our Giving for Change work, being a focal organization in the community of practice in Kisumu. Because of their extensive experience in various networks, what they've been able to undertake, even engagement at the county government level.
Started off with 8 CSOs, and now we are up to 26 members of the umbrella body.
We first connected with the KCDF and of course Kisumu Community of Practice in 2022. There was a call for different organizations in Kisumu to apply for Change the Game Academy. We made an application and that is how we were enrolled into the training.
We automatically became members of the Community of Practice because of the fact that we had funding from KCDF.
The Community of Practice brings a number of local development organizations, local partners, led by TEAM, of course, and we have been in this collaboration in a number of things. Civic education, it includes matters capacity development, meeting the people at the grassroots.
All the work that we undertake is focused on ensuring that there's sustainable development in Kenya and that we're looking at issues of social justice in partnership with the community organizations, national organizations, individuals, private sector.
Duma Mashinani is a program in the Department of Public Service. So the concept was about taking government to people. On matters accountability, access to information, and the public are allowed to go to government. We have offices in the devolved offices, in the sub-counties, in the wards, and now we are coming with the village units.
Being a member of the Kisumu COP has exposed us to a lot of capacity building. Leading is the mobilizing support training that enabled us to be able to know how well do we work with community members, to be able to take charge of their own development at the grassroots.
As a young organization, we rely on different organizations to tap onto their experiences and learn from their challenges and their best practices.
We've also benefited from trainings on fundraising, where now we are able to measure on local fundraising strategies. Previously, we were only focusing on donor funding.
Seeing an organization that was 100% at the beginning funded by foreign donors, now having about that 20 to 30% of local resources, that's an absolute win and an absolute change for our program.
We believe that when communities are capacity built to be able to engage civically, then easily we have sustainable development that is people driven, people owned, and people learn to participate in their own cause. As community of practice, we don't implement directly, but we share lessons, practices, and best practices, and from the different members who implement in their areas.
A number of things that community of practice has helped us push is filling the gaps in the legislative frameworks. Like when I came in, one of the gaps was matters policy.
On top of the list, the policy that we worked on together with the COP is the public participation policy. We were able to join hands together in terms of resources to bring together the assembly team members and take them through the public participation policy. And the process that is now ongoing is in terms of repeal of the Public Participation Act, which was enacted in 2015.
Through the grant from KCDF, we are working on influencing a policy in Kisumu County, that is access to information policy.
A number of our groups from our community of practice in the communities have been building capacities of communities, the citizenry, on how to participate in public participation in the budget making processes. That has been very key for our advocacy work.
Amongst the policy formulations that we are currently leading as an organization includes the ECD Act regulation formulation. And the ECD Act regulation formulation intends to guide on how childcare facilities will operate within Kisumu County.
The policy is step ahead because it has already been tabled before Justice and Legal Affairs Committee of the County Assembly of Kisumu, awaiting public participation.
The challenges that we have seen in the process is the fact that over time there's been a proliferation of new community organizations. There are so many that still do not meet the requirements and they want to participate in the community of practice. So we are sharing our lessons with them, and we've made it a conscious decision to only involve in the community of practice people who meet the requirements of the law. And this has meant that if you have not met those, then you cannot be a member of the community of practice.
There are still a lot of policies that we need to have in place as a young organization, and that could greatly improve us in our internal affairs and how we conduct our businesses.
When these village councils are in place, we will need induction, capacity enhancement, and all those kind of things, engagement. This kind of engagement that we've been having with team and the community of practice organizations is something that there's a lot for us coming.
In terms of documentation, perhaps if at all we would have a database or something, or somewhere where we all see what the other people have been able to do. Yeah, that is a challenge as it is. So if it's something that can be worked on, we can really appreciate about that.
We hope and we are looking forward into building a stronger and a bigger formalized network that will be able to formally fundraise and also help in implementation of community development work in future.